Hey YouTube, as a request from Mike of Gamer Logic, here is my Famicom collection. Now, most of these are in alphabetical order, and this is most of my collection. I don't know where some of my games are, so bear with me. Okay, starting with Castlevania 3, or Akamajo Densetsu, which is the Legend of the Demon Castle. This is the Famicom version of Castlevania 3, which contains the special sound chip, the VRC6, which makes the game sound a lot better than its NES counterpart. Next is Boku Dracula, or this is basically Kid Dracula. The sequel came out for the Game Boy in North America, but the original is Japanese only, and it's for the Famicom. This is basically Castlevania with Alucard there. This is basically a parody of Castlevania. Think of it like Castlevania Parodius. Next is Astro Boy. This is based on the 1980 anime. It's pretty good, actually. It's not bad. Tetsetsuan Atamu. Yeah. Next is Atlantis no Nazo, which is the Mystery of Atlantis. Notorious for being one of the hardest Sunsoft games ever made. Yeah. Next, Balloon Fight. Now, if you don't know this game, check out my review. I posted a long time ago. It's an awesome game, Balloon Fight. This is Batman: The Return of Joker. Pretty good game. Not really similar to the first Batman game at all. It's also made by Sunsoft. Very good. Binary Land. This is one of the most unique puzzle games I've ever played. Binary Land is a game where you control one penguin on one side of the screen and you have to unite it with another penguin on the other side of the screen. The game works by you move the penguin in up and down, left and right, and the other penguin moves invertly to you. So you have to unite them both at the same time. It's hard to explain, so just check out other videos of Binary Land. This is Bomberman, classic Bomberman. Yeah. Boulder Dash. Now, Boulder Dash is a great Commodore 64 and came out for a whole lot of other PC platforms in the early 1980s. Famicom version is not bad. Next is Castle Excellent. It's not very good. Challenger. Challenger is a good game. Very good game to pick up. This is Chase HQ. I love this game for the arcades, and picking up the Famicom version, it's a pretty good port. This is, let's see, yeah, Championship Lode Runner. Championship Lode Runner is basically Lode Runner made very hard. This is Chuka Tyson, which is an interesting Taito scrolling shooter for the Famicom. Yeah, it's not bad. City Connection. Gotta love City Connection. Great game. Devil World. The only Shigeru Miyamoto game never to be translated into English for the Famicom. I did a review of this game too, way back when, so check it out. Contra for the Famicom. Now, Contra for the Famicom has more story than the NES version, and it has a little bit more graphics. It has a special graphics chip that the NES version lacks. So this is the version to play. Still hard. This is Clue Clue Land. Yeah, early NES game, early Famicom game. Okay. Moving on. This is Dragon Spirit. Dragon Spirit is a pretty good shooter for the Famicom. My favorite Famicom game, Famicom Wars. This was my first video review I did, and it still remains one of my favorite games of all time. Next is the Family Basic cartridge. Now, this worked with the Famicom keyboard that came out a long time ago. There was basically, you could program in the basic programming language for the Famicom. Pretty awesome. Another oversized cartridge. This is Famicom Jump, the 20th anniversary of the game. Yeah, you can see a lot of manga characters. There's Goku and I don't know, there are a lot of them. Here is Fire Emblem, the original Fire Emblem. Flipple, an exciting cube game. Just guess what this game's about. Field Combat. It's okay. Fist of the North Star. Punch people till they explode. Gambare Goemon, which is the first Goemon game, or the first game in the Legend of the Mystical Ninja series. Next is Mystical Ninja 2, or Gambare Goemon 2. After that, Gargoyle's Quest 2, based on the Game Boy game. Very good game. Capcom. This is Hinotori. Hinotori, this game is actually deceptively good. You wouldn't think it would be, but yeah, this turns out to be an excellent game. Gigi no Kitaro. This game did get released on the NES under a different title. Don't remember much about it. This is Getsufu Maden, something like that. It's pretty much like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with a samurai. Yeah. Next you have, oh crap, what was this game called? This is King's Knight, I think. Early Square game before they made Final Fantasy. Next is, this game is Konami YY World. Takes all Konami characters and puts them into this platformer game that's pretty awesome. Then there's the sequel, YY World 2, which is even better. Moving on, here is Puyan, which is an early arcade game ported to the Famicom. Pretty good, actually. Parodius Da. This is the NES or the Famicom port of the arcade game Parodius, which is a parody of Gradius. Really good game. Next you have, this is Rainbow Islands, which is the sequel to Bubble Bobble. Rockman 1. Gotta love it. Rockman. Rockman 2. Equally good, if not better. Rockman 3. Even better. Rockman 4. Rockman 5. And finally, Rockman 6. The last game in the series is Rockman 6 Pirate. Now, I'm going to make a second video for this because this is getting a little long.